Have you ever taken a moment to contemplate the night sky? Perhaps lying on the grass, far from city lights, observing the bright dots that twinkle in the dark, stars so old that many no longer exist, even though they still send their light to us. Earth's night sky is enchanting, a true show of soft lights that dance among passing clouds, under a deep blue that transforms as time passes. But what if we told you that you've never seen the sky in its true form? Imagine yourself surrounded by total silence. No wind, no noises, no atmosphere. Just you and the vastness of the universe before your eyes. A perpetually dark sky, even at midday. Still stars everywhere. Galaxies visible without instruments. And up there, hovering in the void, a blue globe, Earth. That is the sky of the moon. Today, we will take a trip there, not with our bodies, but with science and imagination. We will explore what the lunar firmament is like, revealed without any filter. A spectacle so distinct and authentic that it completely changes our way of seeing, looking up. And before raising our eyes, we need to understand where we are about to step. Before we observe the sky, we need to understand the ground beneath our feet. The moon, our celestial companion, is a world without air, without a breeze, without clouds. Its surface is still, covered by a fine, grayish dust called regolith. The gravity is only 1/6 of what we feel here, and there is no atmosphere to filter or scatter the light, to hide or soften the brightness of the sky. There, the firmament does not change color throughout the day. It remains black, deep, and constant, even under the intense light of the sun. There is no dusk as we know it. There is only shadow or brightness, and the visible universe all the time. It is precisely this purity, this absence of interference, that transforms the moon into a privileged window to the cosmos. Nothing stands between the observer and the stars. It is as if the veils have been removed from the great celestial stage. Now that we know where we are, in a world without distractions, without filters, the moment has arrived to look up and perceive the contrast. Because what we see from Earth is far from comparing to what is revealed there. Here on Earth, the sky constantly changes. During the day, it is blue due to the scattering of sunlight by the atmosphere. At night, the stars appear, but never completely. Even far from civilization, our view of space is limited. The Earth's atmosphere distorts light, causing the stars to twinkle, and still blocks part of the light wavelengths. Furthermore, we have clouds, humidity, particles, and the light pollution that bothers us so much. No matter how much we strive, we never manage to see the universe in its fullness from here. Now think of the opposite. On the moon, there is no atmosphere. The stars do not twinkle. There are no clouds, fog, or artificial lighting. The darkness is complete, absolute, and that is precisely what makes the sky so clear there. While here on Earth, stars compete for space with urban lighting, on the moon they reign alone. Motionless, like pinpricks in the fabric of space, revealing a greater mystery behind. Earth's sky is beautiful, but the moon's is total. This difference goes beyond the visual. It's essential, because it shows what we've lost and what we could gain by seeing the universe without filters. And now that we understand this, it's time to go further. Let's finally lift our eyes and discover what's really out there. Imagine yourself on the lunar surface, surrounded by a silence you've never experienced before. Around you, a curved, gray landscape, without wind, trees, or sounds. You look up, and what you see is indescribable. An absolute black. Not the darkness we know on Earth, but a deep void, without gradations, without reflections, without any atmospheric filter. And within this void, stars. Hundreds, thousands, perhaps millions. Static, firm, shining without twinkling. like fixed lanterns on an invisible ceiling. Among them, if you observe carefully, you can see entire galaxies, without the help of telescopes. Nebulae, clusters of stars, planets that look like jewels suspended in space. And the most surprising of all, Earth. Seen from the Moon, our planet appears as a large bluish sphere with white patches, floating above the horizon. It neither rises nor sets, it remains fixed in the sky, slowly rotating on its own axis. There, Earth is like a moon that never disappears. Astronauts from the Apollo missions reported that seeing Earth from there was transformative. "You don't see borders," one of them said. "Just a small, blue, delicate planet, enveloped by an immense silence." This is the vision of the lunar night, brutal in its clarity and of a silent beauty. But why do we see all this so clearly there? What makes the moon such a special observation point? The answer lies in the very nature of light, and what happens when it crosses a space without barriers. Earth's atmosphere is a gift for life. But to see the universe, it is an obstacle full of imperfections. When the light of a star travels billions of years to reach us, it encounters, in its final kilometers, the ultimate obstacle, the air. The atmosphere curves, distorts, and breaks this light. The stars twinkle because their light is constantly deflected by air currents and suspended particles. Furthermore, many types of light, such as infrared, ultraviolet, and even a portion of visible light, are absorbed or reflected before reaching our eyes. Now, imagine a place where this final barrier doesn't exist. On the moon, the space between you and the stars is pure. Nothing interrupts the light. It arrives exactly as it left its source, which means a clearer, richer, more realistic view than anywhere on Earth. That's why space telescopes, like Hubble or James Webb, need to be sent beyond the atmosphere. Observing the sky from the moon is more than seeing stars. It's seeing the universe in its raw, vast, and silent form. It's like removing a blindfold and realizing that, all along, something much larger was observing us too. From up there, Earth is a small, colorful dot in the infinite. Without borders, without noise, just a home. Vibrant, unique. Perhaps that's what the lunar night teaches us: perspective. We are travelers on a grain of cosmic dust, surrounded by billions of suns, spinning in the void. And yet, here we are, thinking, creating, dreaming, contemplating. When we remove the filters of the atmosphere, of daily life, of distraction, the cosmos reveals itself. And along with it, something awakens within us. An ancient curiosity, a desire for meaning, a will to be part of something greater. The moon offers us more than knowledge. It gives us back a pure gaze. That childlike look upon seeing the sky for the first time. Perhaps, when we install telescopes there, we are trying to rediscover that purity. Because in the end, observing the universe isn't just about understanding what's out there. It's about rediscovering who we are inside.